Hey Gemini, so we're going to be doing a general reading for you. So take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Don't force anything, basically. If your sun doesn't resonate, you can always check out your moon, rising, Venus, Mars, Mercury. I just find that in general readings, sometimes readers will get like my Mars or other placements. I mean, feel free to check out all of them. Just maybe it'll piece like different stories together or piece the same story together for you. Anyway, so getting into this, we're going to be doing that thing again where the sign with the most likes on these videos are going to be getting a bonus rating here in a couple weeks. So if you like this video, show my channel some love and give the video a like. Anyway, so let's just go ahead and get into it. Oh, I forgot to say before I start drawing cards, while I was meditating, just shuffling a little bit, I heard, what did I hear? I heard I don't feel like myself. And I don't know what that is for you, but I think you're going through something with that. I'm going to draw for the situation and everything. I got this spread I'm going to do. It's the situation, past feelings, past actions, present advice, present feelings, where it's heading, and future advice. So I went ahead and drew to present feelings just because I'm like, I think I'm picking up a certain thing. I kind of want to make sure. Um, so we have the King of Cups and the core situation. So I think you're not letting your emotions get the best of you, dictate you a little bit. Um, but since I have the moon and the present advice card, I'm kind of like, you may be repressing them too much as well. There may not be a good balance here. But it is kind of like you're not letting your emotions cloud your judgment right now and kind of seeing things for what they were. Um, yeah, I guess I said were. I was going to say are, but in the past feelings, like this was a situation that on the surface just seemed really good. And with this being the Three of Cups that isn't colored in, sometimes I just kind of take that as like this may have been it may have been like surface level, like there may have been some things you were ignoring on a deeper end, but like with past actions being the Ten of Cups, it's just like no, you were determined in this situation to get your happiness, to get that fulfillment with this person, with this situation. And it's kind of like a what do we need to do to get there, because I'm really happy. It's like you kept telling yourself you're really happy, but there's something about it where it's like I don't think you really were. Maybe you just had a tendency to focus on the positive, but there's just this like, were you really happy? And I think maybe with the present feelings, it's just kind of like learning to have a better understanding of the emotions that you keep hidden, because maybe with you being an air sign, being Gemini, depending on where this placement is for you, you could be a person who's just kind of more logical, or maybe just going with the flow. Like 1 minute, maybe you're really excited, and the next minute, maybe you're irritated, and you don't know how you really feel. And I think there's a need to explore that more, a need to sit with your feelings, explore them. What are these highs and lows that you're experiencing? What are the irritations? What are the happy? What's the happiness? Like, did you just get what you wanted in the moment? Like there is a little bit of like this toxic relationship feeling to this. Like when you're good, you get what you want, but then like how it's like you have to keep being better to get what you want. You have to keep pouring in more and more. And maybe you get irritated with that, but then you're like, no, no. Like this may just be your needs, and you're trying to adapt to the situation with you being a mutable sign, you know. But your current feelings is you just want to move on. You want to move forward. It's not easy for you. Like you're trying to find the right direction for you to head in, and maybe you know that moving on is what's best for you, but there's still a little bit holding you back. Like it's like part of you is looking back while you're moving forward. It's like you're walking forward, but you keep glancing back. It's kind of like you're hoping they'll chase after you and they'll change, but you're like, no, this is the direction we have to go. But yeah, there's still like a piece of you hoping that this situation, I'm going with person. Like, let's be, most of you guys want relationship readings anyway, so take this how it resonates, but just to make it easier on me, I'm going with a person. It's like you want them to chase after you. It's like you know the direction you're going in, but you wish they would adapt with you, especially after all the times that you've adapted. That's kind of what I'm getting here. You could have been dealing with a Pisces or Cancer. So, where this situation is going is you just kind of walk into the beat of your own drum here with the King of Wands, and I kind of feel this loneliness radiating off of this card. It's like you're going the direction you want to go, but it feels kind of lonely. I think that's why you adapted to other people so much, or other situations so much, so you wouldn't be alone. But now it's kind of like you're having to find the strength to walk that path where you're walking it alone, and you're hoping that people will eventually come into your life, maybe follow you, maybe meet along the path, and you're walking in the same direction. But there's this loneliness and sadness to doing this, but there's also like this purpose and kind of pride in doing it as well. It's kind of complex, but universe's advice for the future. Let's get a card for that. So I forgot to mention that King of Wands, that's a Sagittarius card for me. Judgment, that's actually a Pluto card, but we associate Pluto with Scorpio, right? So Scorpio card could have been dealing with pretty much any of the water signs or Sagittarius, but that doesn't have to be who you were dealing with. It's just signs in the cards I'm seeing. But with the advice, it's just kind of like there is good and bad in every situation, and that's just kind of life. We're in between those, right? Life is kind of chaos like that. But it's just kind of like your decisions need to be, the advice I'm getting is your decisions need to be based more on what works for you instead of how can you make it work for you, right? So hopefully this reading helped. Like I said, leave a like if you guys want that bonus reading here in a couple of weeks. Thank you guys for watching, and have a great day.